Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm gonna be giving you my first impressions of the brand new Korean beauty brands exclusive at Sephora, and that is Kaja Beauty. They were just released in stores on September 28th, and you can also buy their products online at Sephora.com. They did release a huge range of products ranging from primers to lip products and pretty much everything in between, so I'll be trying that all out for you on camera with my first impressions. So let's not waste any more time and let's dive straight into the video to try out these beautiful and exciting products. Alright, we're gonna first start off with their primer, which is called the Blur Drop Weightless Water Primer. It claims to be super moisturizing, giving you like a natural satin finish. It also claims that you only need one drop or like one push of this pump right here. So let's go ahead and try that. I'm gonna take a couple, there we go, just one. And it's about like a pea-sized amount. I don't know if you can tell. The texture is very clear and kind of gel-like. Let's go ahead and apply that to the face really quick. So I honestly feel like we need a little bit more than one drop. I don't know if that's because it was the first pump of it, but I'm just gonna give it like a little bit more. All right, that's a lot better. Taking a really close look at my face, it's definitely doesn't like do too much with like how the pores look, but my skin definitely feels a lot smoother. So I feel like the foundation will apply quite nicely and cooperatively on my face. Because this is a primer, it's really hard to give a first impression, like whether it's good or not, but I'll definitely be testing this out on the future on my channel, so please look out for that. But for foundation, I'm just gonna go with the Fenty one since I'm almost empty. It's like maybe half an inch left in here, so I want to use it up. So apply that really quick and see how the foundation looks over the primer. Alright, so the foundation is on. It went on quite nicely. Nothing stands out in a good or bad way quite yet. I'll definitely know later on today when the foundation has been worn a while with the primer. But let's move on to their new concealer, and that's the Don't Settle Flexible and Seamless Concealer. And I got the shade Banana Milk, which is for fair skin tones with neutral to yellow undertones. This concealer is a medium coverage. It's supposed to be really lightweight, and it also claims to be creaseless, but I'm a little bit skeptical about that, so we shall see. I'll definitely do a full day wear test in a future video coming up soon. So this applicator is your standard doe foot, and however it's a little bit skinny. I don't know if you can tell from the camera here, but for today I'm going to put it underneath my eyes and a little bit around my nose where I have a little bit of redness and over any blemishes. First impression is that a lot comes out of just like one dip into the container, so that part is quite impressive. So let's just blend that out really quickly with my wet beauty sponge. That blended out really nicely. I am already pretty impressed with this concealer so far. My under eyes already looked really brightened, and so does my area around my nose. And I have really high hopes for this concealer, and I can't wait to like try it out a little bit more. I'm definitely gonna set it with some powder soon afterwards, but so far it feels great. And it didn't dry too fast, so when you're applying it, you don't have to worry about like blending out right away. And so far, yeah, like I said, really good first impression so far. Next up we have our eyes. I'm super excited to try out the Beauty Bento Bouncy Shimmer Eyeshadow Trio, and I picked up the shade Orange Blossom. But there are 3 other shades to choose from as well. So the packaging here is super cute, and like the name suggests, is definitely like one of those stackable bentos that you see in Japan. And actually the first impression I had of this was it looks a lot smaller than what I expected. I thought it was gonna be a little bit bigger, but it's actually a perfect travel size item. So first shade we have here is Sandy Peach, then Sun Kissed Tan, and Baked Cinnamon. And the top shade right here, when you open it, has a tiny little mirror. So I mean, it's just big enough so that your eye can fit in it. So I don't know how useful this mirror would be, but it might be, you never know. But it's always nice to kind of have like a mirror in your products. So I am going to do a quick look using all 3 of these shades. So I'm first diving into Sandy Peach, which is the first one right here. So I'm going to use this shade to kind of apply in towards the inner half of my eyelids. I suppose what's nice about the cream to powder formula is that you don't really have to worry about too much fallout while you're applying it. So far it is really pretty. It is very subtle actually. And this might also be a really good like topper over like any matte shades or shimmer shades that you really want to bring out. So that was Sandy Peach. So I'm gonna go in with that second shade here, which is Sun Kissed Tan, which is a very golden shade right here. I'm just gonna put it towards the kind of like the middle, kind of transitioning towards my outer V. But that is really pretty. It is kind of like an orangey sort of color in there as well. This is super blendable. It is not chunky at all and it's so seamless. I'm so impressed with this so far. But you get this really nice gradient between that first shade and into this orange shade right here, which I really, really like. All right, now we're gonna go in with that last shade here, which is called Baked Cinnamon. I'm gonna do that towards the outer V. I feel like this one's a little bit chunkier, but I don't know if it's because I really dug into it this time. And I think, yeah, this one definitely has a lot more fallout. These three shades definitely complement each other very, very beautifully. I'm gonna quickly finish my eyes with some liner and mascara and I'll be right back. Next up we have is the Mochi Pop Bouncy Blush. And this is another one of their cream to powder products. And they do have another blush product, which is their like heart stamp that you just blend out really fast. I was about to buy that, but when I looked at it in store, the heart stamp part was super big and then just like the product itself was small, so I kind of passed on that. And honestly, I was just more intrigued by this mochi like powder to or cream to powder product right here. So I got the shade Atmosphere. So Atmosphere is supposed to be like a neutral dusty rose shade with a soft luminous shimmer. So you probably can go without highlighter with this blush, but I do have a highlighter try on, so we're gonna do both. So when I swatched this in store, I was really impressed by how like creamy it felt, but not too creamy. I really liked how it felt. It's kind of like almost gel-like, which is what they claimed. So I'm just gonna pat that really, really softly on my cheek. Oh, that's a lot. I definitely say you don't need too much of this. So it's gonna be a lot of blending out. I think I use a little bit too much and I just like use like a swatch's worth of product. So I'm just gonna blend that out really fast. So aside from how long it took for me to blend it out, and I think it's just me trying to figure out how to use it, it has a very natural finish. You really need to use just a little bit to get that nice like natural looking flush. And like the product description suggested, you do have this really inner luminosity to it. So if you wanted to skip highlighter, you definitely can with this blush. So similar to the Mochi Pop blush, we have the Mochi Glow highlighter and I got the shade Toy Alien. So Toy Alien is supposed to be like a sparkling white gold shade. There are 3 other shades to choose from as well. So the packaging is pretty much identical to the blush right here. And like the blush, it's a cream to powder finish and that same like gel, like kind of cushiony type of consistency to it. And I'm just gonna put it on the high points of my cheek. Oh wow. It's a very natural looking glow. I really, really like it. Nice. All right, so far this highlighter is giving me really, really good vibes. Yeah, and this is super easy to use. Like I don't have to worry about it looking like a blinding white streak on my cheekbone. It's definitely blending into my skin. I really, really like it. All right, we're almost done here. Just one more product to go and we have the Cushy Vibe Full Pigment Moisturizing Lip Stain. So there are a total of 6 shades and I picked up Silk Row. When swatched, it kind of looked like a really mauve-y type of color. And the applicator, of course, is like this kind of, so it's not like your standard doe-footed applicator. It is more kind of like a paddle. So this product here is supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to have like a nice cushion-like finish. It's supposed to retain moisture in your lips and it is supposed to dry down matte. So there we have it applied on the lips. The formula definitely felt like a hybrid between a liquid lipstick and like your standard like bullet tube lipstick, so that was kind of interesting. It's definitely not like a lip stain where in the traditional sense where it's kind of glossy, it's very watery, it's kind of sheer. This is definitely, like I mentioned, that hybrid. It is very matte. The pigment is like bam right there. but it does feel super hydrating. That's the only similarity that I see with that with the traditional lip stain. I guess the only complaint I have of it was that paddle-like applicator. I feel like if it had that doe-footed applicator, it would have been a lot easier to trace around the edges or the corners of my lips. Yeah, overall, it definitely feels lightweight. And in terms of transfer proof, let's quickly give the kiss test. Yeah, it definitely transfers right away, but it's still, you have the pigment on there. I would definitely put this in my purse with me and apply it throughout the day. But that's what I kind of expect from like lip stain products like this that has a formula that's a little bit more creamy and hydrating. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoy my first impressions of Kaja Beauty. Let me know in the comment section if you're intrigued by any of these products. But I do highly encourage you to go check it out, at least in stores, to swatch it for yourselves. I was pretty excited to swatch them when I went to my Sephora the other day, and was really excited to see the innovation behind some of the formulas of these products, which is something that I don't quite see in other brands in recent months. And like I mentioned, if you want to see more of Kaja Beauty on my channel, be sure to subscribe. And of course, like this video before you go. And oh yeah, and then check out my other videos that I have here on my channel. I do a variety of Japanese and Korean beauty reviews and product try-ons. And once a year I go back to Japan, I kind of vlog my experiences. So that's what you kind of expect from my channel. So I hope you stay. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next week. Bye!